Hey, good evening to you, and welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as we are here at, the Great Western Hyper, ladies and gentlemen, as Kelvin Sampson Court. Montana Tech is hosting St. Mary's University. We had the women's game on this earlier today during our grade school game. That took place at noon. Now we have the men's game as the Lightning taking on the Ore Diggers. Montana Tech number 5 in the NAIA rankings, and the St. Mary's team comes in at number 7 in the Canadian rankings. So kind of setting up what should be a great one here today, JT.
Yeah, I like just watching them warm up. Of course, we haven't seen them, but they're very athletic, and they can shoot the ball, at least with nobody in their face. But they're facing a different animal here. They're facing a great defensive team, and we'll see if they can match up from the defensive side. That's real important in tonight's game.
You know what? I'm interested to see if they bring the same defensive intensity that their women did. If they did, we're going to have ourselves some fun, as their women played exceptional defense. Their guard play was fantastic. We had a great game earlier today, and looking forward to this one as Montana Tech taking on the Lightning out of St. Mary's. The first thing that jumps out to me on paper is the Ore Diggers are going to have a height advantage almost across the board. It's probably going to be 2 to 3 inches at almost every position, as the Ore Diggers can go, basically 6'7" across the board, for goodness sake. So that could be a big issue early.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better than having good size and great quickness. It makes you a pretty good basketball team. And Tech has all that. They're 10 or 12 deep. They'll make this going to be. I'm always interested in what Canadian schools come, because some of them aren't real overly developed programs. This women's team in St. Mary's certainly was a great pro. I really like their coach. Have a lot of respect for what he was teaching. We'll see how the men perform.
Let's take a look at the digs here right now as Keely Bake is on the floor. Keely, a senior out of Fairfield, getting the starting nod. Braden Cook, the sophomore out of Helena, also on the floor in the starting rotation. Ifeanyi Okeke, the young man out of California, senior, is in the starting nod as well. Hayden Deacons coming out of Geraldine. Deacon, 6'6", junior. Of course, one of the floor leaders for this team. And last but not least is Big Mike. Michael Ure out of Idaho Falls, 6'7", senior. That is your starting 5 here for the Digs, as you mentioned. Coach Hyatt is going to go at least 10 deep, probably more like 12 deep, I would expect here this evening. And they don't lose anything. That's the part that I think most people, maybe you watch it or you kind of watch it on film and that doesn't dawn on you as fast, but I'm telling you, he can go 5 to 7 guys off the bench and not lose a step, and sometimes he has done that to win himself ball games.
Yeah, well, I've seen him get upset with his starters, put 5 in, it's like nobody replaced him other than the bench guys were better at the time.
So Okeke will jump it off with Ajayi. Ajayi out of Calgary is 6'5", and St. Mary's will control. Run of the point up top is Jip, 5th-year senior out of Calgary. First shot, no good. Hayden Deacons with a rebound.
He'd be on my bench now. That was way too deep to start the game off.
Keely Bake has never waved off a shot from too deep in his life. Near side, Braden Cook. Keely comes up to get it top of the horn. Keely had a fantastic game the last time out for the Digs. Deacons feeds it into Ure, draws a quick double team, spins to his left, puts it up, no good. Defensive rebound by the Lightning.
Nice play, just didn't get in there.
Shot goes up, no good, but going to the ground and goes out of bounds. Good hustle that time defensively as Follansby, the 4th-year senior, fell on the ground and unable to hold on to it. And honestly, if he would have held on to it, it would have been a traveling anyway.
I don't know. Sometimes they call it and sometimes they don't. They don't. It drives me nuts.
So much like the women's game earlier, the Lightning putting a lot of pressure on the ball. Pass goes down inside to Ure. Double team coming. Backside comes up top to Okeke. Okeke left side to Cook. Braden Cook steps inside the arc. Jump shot. Good. Braden Cook gets us started.
I just met his dad out front.
Yes, indeed. So Cook gets us started. He is finding his groove here in this Coach Hyatt offense. 3-point shot the other way, no good. Ure with the rebound. So these Lightning, Cook's going to go coast to coast. Great feed from Hayden Deacons.
Down the wing, back to the middle, easy layup. Nice transition break.
Here come the Lightning back into the offensive side. Pass goes into the hands of Ajayi. They'll roll it down into the block to Dewsbury. Dewsbury turns and fires and gets it. Follow-away jumper. So Brock Dewsbury will get the first field goal here for the Lightning. And Montana Tech into the offensive side, Michael Ure. Ure spins baseline. Pass comes all the way out to the wing. Now in the corner to Okeke. Okeke feeds it inside to Ure. Now out to the wing. Braden Cook squares up. Fires. No good. Defensive rebound. And back the other way. On the edge with it is Dewsbury. He goes up top. Off balance three. No good. Cook saves it. Montana Tech the other way. Jip has taken some big shots from up top. Cook lost the dribble for a moment, comes here to Okeke. He's going to fire. Okeke rattles out. A lot of people might look at that as a bad shot, but Okeke shoots 40% from the three-point line this year.
That was in and out. That was a good look.
Tech leading 4-2. Fournier back the other way. Feed down the right side of the paint, puts on the brakes, goes to Decons. Pass a little behind him, but Decon's able to track it down. Michael Ure. Ure on the left wing. Goes into the high post, bounce pass to Okeke. Now to Decons. Decons backs it out. Little shake and bake, Keeley Bake. Okeke spins to his right, shot clock at 2. Keeley turns and fires, back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Dewsbury. In transition, Lightning. That shot's gonna come up short. Lightning are already 0 of 6 from the three-point line.
Yeah, they're, these Canadian teams like to shoot that three. I don't even know what they run on offense yet. We haven't got to look at any
Truly
type of offense.
Their women came out, shot 8% from the three-point line earlier today. Braden Cook down to the deep corner. Three-point shot is on its way and good. Keeley Bake.
You don't leave that guy open in the corner.
So Bake knocks it down. Montana Tech leading 7-2. Both Keeley Bake and especially Michael Ure flirting with the 1,000-point mark this year. Both have had tremendous careers here at Montana Tech. And somehow, some way, both are better people than they are basketball players. Shot no good. Ure comes out with it. Okeke in the backcourt. Down the floor, far right side, Hayden Decons. Decons makes his baseline move, gets his own rebound, puts it up going down. And here come the Lightning the other way. So that goes out of bounds. That will be Montana Tech basketball. Hayden Decons. I can't imagine a day ever coming around where you look at Decons and you're not amazed by something he does every time he's on the floor. I mean, his ability is just off the charts.
Well, God give him all the great gifts, you know. He's agile, he's really athletic, he can jump, he's just good.
Peffer into the ball game, replacing Decons. Okeke, wraparound pass to Ure. Ure puts it up, draws the foul.
Nice pass.
So Michael Ure will go to the line. Montana Tech leading 7-2. And Big Mike will go to the strike. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. I know this is going to come as a real surprise, but I don't have all my paperwork. Michael Ure.
I'm saying nothing.
What a shock that is. So Mike knocks down the first. Montana Tech leading 8-2. Rhett Reynolds will come in. So Big Rhett will get his first minutes. Talk about the progression of Reynolds in the last couple games that we've seen.
Well, when I first saw him play, I thought he had to get his confidence back walking into this gym. I think he went to Missoula, played for the Grizzlies for a year, redshirted, and when you're redshirted, you can lose your confidence or you can fit into the program, and I think he came to a better place for him. Number one, he's going to make more money coming out of here than he would anyplace else. And number two, the guy is an athlete, he's a basketball player, and I think he's really transforming into a player.
Jip on the right wing, wants the baseline. Jip steps through, pass all the way out to the far left edge. Ajayi to the basket, no good. Rebound tipped out, controlled. Shot clock did not reset. Oh, and a boot call is going to give the Lightning a fresh shot clock. So honestly, kind of bailed out in that scenario as the shot didn't hit iron. And that will have the Lightning inbound in their offensive zone. Montana Tech leading 9-2. Pass comes in. We're going to get a whistle and a foul
Got to grab somewhere.
And it's going to go
On your point guard.
Yep, it's going to go on Josh. So Josh Kulonges will pick up the personal. So he is called with the hold. That's going to be a fun one to watch with Kulonges and Jip. Both are just lightning fast. Pardon the pun. Driving through the paint, spinning. Nice take. Shot blocked by Reynolds. Somehow he gets a hand on that. And here come the Digs in transition. Keeley Bake, they gave him space. Front of the rim, no. Rebound tipped, and here we come back the other way, the Lightning. Into the offensive zone, left side, Ajayi. Baseline, take, kicks it out in the bottom right corner. Three-point shot, good. Big-time shot by Steingart.
Excellent ball movement. I don't know how he got that pass across there.
So the first three of the day goes down for St. Mary's. Pass underneath is knocked out by Jip. Caleb Jip, fifth-year senior, is incredibly fast for St. Mary's.
Nothing beats quickness.
Inbound to Keeley Bake. In the post where, I mean, he just, he makes his rent all the time down there in the block.
Yeah, exactly.
Tech leading 11-5. Balls come out, and that's going to go Montana Tech's way. So that one sails out. And that will be Ordigger basketball. So again, St. Mary's comes with full court pressure. Looks like they're going to back out and go man here. Into the offensive side. Driving, nice step through in traffic. Shot goes in, count it for Kulonges.
Good body control by Kulonges.
So Josh.
Thought he was getting himself in a little trouble there.
I'm with you. He had a pinball feel to him there for a moment, and he's able to hold it together, get the shot to go, and he'll shoot one. So Kulonges will go to the line. Chance at a three-point play here for the Digs. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor, and it's a full timeout. So with it, we'll take one. 13:57 left to play in the first half. Digs up 13-5. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Hey, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as the Digs leading 13-5. And Josh Kulonges will go to the line shooting one here. Chance at that three-point play. So Kulonges will step up to the line. Redshirt freshman knocks down the free throw. 14-5. Digs with the lead here over the Lightning. Lightning into the offensive side, that's Parrott. Parrott moves it around the arc, left side to Jip. Jip dropping back. Lobs it down to the baseline, and getting a hand on it was Peffer. Actually, they're going to say it went out of bounds off of the Lightning.
It did go off his hand. That's he didn't like the call, but that's exactly what happened.
Isaiah McDonald was the last to touch it, so that will be Ordigger basketball.
The referee is looking right at it. He saw it.
Into the ball game for Montana Tech is Connor Machad, the young freshman out of Frenchtown. Had a great high school career. Was a great sign a year ago. Near side, pass comes up top, Long. Owen Long drives into the paint. Young man from Three Forks out to Peffer. Peffer wants the baseline. You're the man. Thank you, T-Bone. Down to the baseline. And the Digs go up 16-5. Double team, comes up to the top, three-point shot, good. Parrott knocks one down. So Parrott gets his first shot to go down. He's 1 of 2 from the arc. Keely Bake, the leading scorer on the floor right now with 5. That pass going to go out of bounds. As Peffer, unable to get a fingertip on it, goes past him wide, and the turnover will go to the Lightning. What are you seeing here in the opening moments, JT?
I like the way Tech's controlling all the tempo, really. And I think that St. Mary's is forcing the issue. They're trying to penetrate, and they've made some real bad shots, takes on it.
To the left elbow, handoff goes there to Dewsbury. Long range three, no good. Owen Long back the other way. Owen, alley-oop, down to Okeke, and Okeke finishes.
Good look by Owen, really patient and let it set up.
10-point lead for the Digs. Driving right side, Parrott. Parrott on the wing, looking on the interior. Bounce pass to the baseline, spinning, trying to find somewhere to go, but great defense by Decons. You'll probably hear that a few times this evening. And that one's tipped by Owen Long. Decons comes out with it, digs the other way. Josh Kulonges, cross-court pass to Long. Owen Long puts on the brakes. Bounce pass goes into Michael Ure. They double-team him immediately. Ure trying to find an opening here. He's going to throw it all the way up top, out to Decons. Little head fake. Hayden drives to the basket. That one comes up partially tipped. Surprised we didn't have a cacophony of whistles out of that one, to be honest. Backdoor cut, nice plays. Reverse is up and in for McDonald.
Yeah, he got beat on the back door. He's coming out. That's a no-no.
McDonald gets his first basket of the ball game. Montana Tech leading 18-10. Ure with the baseline. Boy, the Lightning all over Michael Ure. Owen Long's three-point attempt, no good. Goes right to Decons. Decons goes up and just unable to convert. Back the other way we go. Driving down through the paint, shot is up and in for Dewsbury.
Boy, St. Mary's goes hard to the bucket.
Yeah, that they do.
That's how you're supposed to do it, but then you got to find body control.
Nice take by Dewsbury. Montana Tech's lead is 6. They have led by as much as 11 here in this opening half. Ordiger basketball, baseline, Owen Long comes out to Kulonges. To the left elbow, Kulonges fires, gets it.
That quickness, the defender tripping all over himself.
21-12, Montana Tech with the lead. St. Mary's attacking again, losing footing. Ball comes out as McDougal lost the handle on it. He gets it back underneath. Just fumbled it there for a moment. St. Mary's will hold on to it. Shot clock down to 8. Near side, Parrott makes his move. Parrott scoop shot, no good. Michael Ure with the rebound.
You can attack the basket, but your brain's got to be under control to make that bucket.
Rebound number 3 for Ure. He's going to fire the 3. Big Mike, no good. Defensive rebound by St. Mary's. Pass goes on the right wing, McDonald. McDonald shot, no. Decons tips it to himself. That one gets knocked out of bounds. And that will remain St. Mary's basketball. 9-point lead here for the Digs.
A lot of bodies being exchanged here with substitutions.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if that continues and where the gas tank is once we get kind of deep into that second half. Because that's been, kind of Coach Hyatt's MO here for the last several years, especially when the bench depth is where he wants it, where, he can go 10, 12 guys deep, and he just keeps the pedal on the floor and just gasses teams out.
Yeah, that's a coaching philosophy. You either do that or you just slow it down like Coach Thatcher used to do.
Jip on the baseline, knocks it down. Good-looking shot by Jip that time. That is his first field goal. He's 1 of 3 on the day.
If you have gazelles, you run. If you have elephants, you walk.
What would I be classified as, JT?
You're an elephant.
Thank you.
And a short one.
In the corner, Michael Ure, fall-away 3, no good. Big rebound, Braden Cook.
Wow,
moves it all the way back up top.
That is a get-up-in-the-air rebound.
Braden up top, Cook steps, moves it out on the right side. Decons down to Bake. Keely Bake, front of the rim, no good. Keely coming off a 20-point performance his last time on the floor, which was a career high here at Montana Tech. Moving it around the arc, a 7-point lead. St. Mary's now trying to get the tempo down a little bit. Jip spins through the paint. Nice shot. Boy, that's a good-looking shot.
Yeah, that was body control. That's what you got to do if you're going to attack that basket.
Boy, he squared up nicely, and that was a good-looking shot by Jip. Montana Tech with it. Hayden Decon's on the right wing. Bounce pass up top. Keely Bake. OKK now to Cook. Braden Cook into OKK. He's going to fire on the baseline. Hits the iron, no good. Decons gets the rebound. He clears it up to Keely Bake. Underneath, pass is tipped, taken away by St. Mary's.
Should have shot that one.
St. Mary's, Jip, shot blocked, OKK. OKK gets the block, and we're going to get a turnover here on this side as Keely Bake is going to be called with a foul. As he was looking down the floor for OKK, ball took an odd bounce. And that will be St. Mary's basketball here in their offensive zone. Turnover number 2 for Montana Tech here in the first half. The Digs still one of the best teams in the country. 9.8 turnovers a game. And I want to say over the last 3 years, it's hovered in that 9 turnovers period range for Coach Hyatt. He's led the country the last 3 years in that respect. The inbound Dewsbury to Jip. Jip down toward the baseline. Scoop pass out to the far left wing. Ajayi. Nice take. So Palumi will take it to the rack. And the lead is now 3. Montana Tech led by 11 at one point. St. Mary's getting comfortable on the offensive side. Coulon around a screen. Throws it out left side to Cook. Now to Yor. Michael Yor up top. No good. Defensive rebound, St. Mary's. Tech gets back. Far left wing, Dewsbury. Jip. He's going to pop it from way downtown. That one's no good. It goes out of bounds. Tech basketball. St. Mary's 2 of 11 from downtown so far here in the first half. Montana Tech shooting 35% from the floor. St. Mary's at 36%. And back the other way we go. Neither team hitting from downtown. Montana Tech is 1 of 10. St. Mary's is 2 of 11. Diggs enter to Yor. Back to Braden Cook. Back to Yor. Left side, Peffer. Peffer jumps through. Shot blocked. Whistle and a foul.
Got him with the body. Doesn't like to call nice block, but you can't take a run at him and bump him.
So Ajayi will pick up the personal. 3-point lead for the Digs, and Carson Peffer will go to the line. Peffer, an 86% free throw shooter, will step up to the line. Peffer averaging about 4 points a game for Montana Tech. Again, he's one of the new faces that was brought in this year.
One of those key guys off the bench.
Yes, indeed.
Doesn't hurt you. That's how you look at substitutes. Are they hurting us? Are they helping us?
Out of Chatsworth, California, a sophomore. Transferred from Glendale Community College. And the Digs will actually be down to Glendale, in 2 weeks' time, if memory serves correct, for the Cactus Classic. Montana Tech, Rhett Reynolds with the rebound. Reynolds. Kalonjis into the offensive side. Josh up top. Near side, Braden Cook. Cook, double teamed on the baseline, moves it out to Peffer. Peffer steps through, down in the corner. Braden Cook is open. Braden Cook puts it home.
Money.
Braden Cook shooting 40% from downtown. And the Digs go up by 7. Jip has it. Jip moves it across to Ajayi. Palumi's played strong here today, the young man out of Calgary. He'll put it up off balance, no good. Slides across the floor, looking for the whistle. Here comes Tech into the offensive side. OKK in the corner, 3-point shot, no. Peffer is there for the offensive glass. He'll swing it all the way back up top. Cook, back of the rim, no. Long rebound, OKK tips it. Montana Tech basketball. Alley-oop to Rhett Reynolds.
Nice read. That is a great read.
Coulon just lobs it up for Reynolds, and Reynolds puts it home. The young man out of Shelby hammers it home, and the Digs go up by 9. What was a 3-point lead is now back out to 9. We have a timeout, so with it, we'll take one. 6:07 left to play here in the first half. The Digs up by 9. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here once again to Calvin Sampson Courts as Ordiger basketball hosting St. Mary's University. The Digs up by 9 as they've gone on a nice quick 6-0 run here. And really, the 6 points is fantastic, but the big one feels like momentum. There was a huge momentum shift right there.
Yeah, there was a momentum shift, and that's what you got to adjust to. It's a game of runs. You know, I know that. We talk about it.
Coulon just going to get the steal. OKK running down the floor with him. Coulon just tracks it down. Ball stripped away. Whistle and a foul. You know, that said, that with that whistle, we haven't had many. That's only, both teams have 3 team fouls right now, and that's it. So
Well, it's a physical game. They're taking the ball to the hoop hard, but they're out of control, St. Mary's is. They've got to get their body into control.
Coulon just first gets it. So Josh, the freshman, Cardinal O'Hara High School, goes to the line for attempt number 2. And his second rattles out. Defensive rebound. St. Mary's the other way. I mean, we give out trophies for everything else. The off-season trophy for the person that I saw in this gym most goes to Josh Coulonges.
Really?
He was in here every morning at like 7 a.m.
That's why he's a good player.
Baseline take, Ajayi.
He's a great player because of his work ethic, and kids who think they can just come out and play once in a while, they've got to learn from this. Great players, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, anybody, they spent hours in the gym.
Yeah. 10-point lead for the Digs. St. Mary's looking to inbound it with that honor is Parrott. Parrott, inbound right side, Dewsbury. Dewsbury with the left hand, wanted to get it inside. Nice pass, running the lane that time with Steingart, and Steingart puts it down.
Excellent back cut.
Steingart, their leading scorer right now with 5. Montana Tech 4 wide. Pass goes right side as controlling it. Braden Cook, double team trap. Coulonges, pass a little off kilter a little bit. Coulonges unable to handle it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover will go to the Lightning. So the Lightning will inbound right off their bench.
Carroll College lost a great one when Cook walked away from that program, didn't they?
Indeed. And OKK for that matter. Goodness.
Yeah, KK too.
Underneath, double team, trying to find somewhere to go. And that one's going to be knocked out of play and be Ordiger basketball.
Outstanding defense all over the court.
I think we take personal credit for Braden Cook coming to Montana Tech.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we were, it was the AA divisional, I believe, right after he announced he had signed with Carroll. You and I were calling the divisional in the Carroll gym. And we talked to Braden, and his dad asked him, you know, what the decision-making process was. Underneath, Peffer, shot no good. That one's rattled around, and here comes St. Mary's the other way in transition. Jip. Nice layoff that time. Ajayi lost the handle on it. Ajayi across to Peters. And boy, that's a nice shot. Good ball movement again here by St. Mary's. As Ajayi got the ball, went up, got it in the foul. And really, that was the end of my story. We talked to him, asked him why he picked Carroll,
but he must have listened to us because he eventually transferred.
Exactly. You know, he said, I wanted to be close to home, and I'm like, well, Butte's only 60 miles that way. And I think that was the tipping point. I think just spatially he might have been unaware.
I think he listened to you as his agent. That was really good work on your part.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to give you credit for that.
Yeah, appreciate that. Ajayi, free throw no good. Decon's blocking out, gets the rebound, clears it out to Keely Bake. And the senior down the floor. Bake into the offensive zone, hands it off. Now it comes across here to Cook. Reynolds, Bake, Decons fights his way into the paint. Pulls up from 6, rattles out.
Halfway down.
I'm really impressed with St. Mary's defense down in the low block. They have really been strong. Shot partially tipped by Reynolds and tipped in by Peters.
Game of runs. There's a little run for you.
That's
Put
it.
them right back in the ball game.
Went from a 10-point lead to 4. Decons, they have really clogged the key and not given Montana Tech any real looks inside.
I know they're not letting Ure have much. They're doubling him up everywhere he
Big
goes.
time. Yeah, they did some significant studying.
That's what great coaches do.
3:37 left to play here in the first half. Tech leading 28-24. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Ladies and gentlemen, the historically great David Scott is in the building.
Where's he hiding?
Right here.
Right in front of us. He sat down there.
He's 6 feet in front of you,
Yeah,
JT.
well, I thought he left.
Pass in the corner. Comes all the way up top. 3-point shot, Braden Cook. And Cook drains it.
Having a good night.
And he is. He's up to 10 points on the day. Montana Tech by 7. Jip moves it around the arc. Right side, Parrott. Back of the rim, no good. Big rebound by Reynolds. Of course, David Scott, tremendous post player for Montana Tech. I assume he had to have played for Velichko, right?
I can't remember. Because I came up here and did some zone work for Willisco, and he informed me I'm the only high school coach he's ever let do that, by the way.
Okay.
But I think he did play in that era.
We'll ask him at half. Because we have no memory.
It wasn't Dessing, was it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll have to get that answer from him.
We'll figure it out. Velichko's not texting us, so we must be off base. Pass down to the bottom right side. McDougal hammers it. Camden McDougal, the guard out of Calgary, brings this game down to 4. Great first half thus far. Hayden Decons picks up his dribble, moves it across to Keeley Bake. In the corner it goes Owen Long. Back to Bake. Now to Decons running the lane. Decons, ball's knocked away from him.
Nice strip.
Boy, they are not giving him the paint at all. Long range 3 by Jip, no good. Keeley Bake will get it. He has Reynolds with him. Bake takes it to the hole, no. Reynolds gets the offensive glass, and Keeley Bake goes sliding into the padding.
I love it when those little guards get to the body because the defender's helpless. I don't care how tall he is. Get to the body, and Bake did an outstanding job of that.
31-27, the Digs with a 4-point lead. Keeley Bake at the line. Keeley, a 77% free throw shooter on the year. And if I was to guess, I'd say lifetime right about 80. I think that's just about where he's been all his career here anyway.
He doesn't have a weakness in his game.
It's certainly not confidence.
Not conference.
Huh?
Conference or confidence?
No, confidence.
Oh, God, no. He's, yeah, they don't get any more confident. Love athletes like that.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. I'm going to win this for you.
Keeley up to the line. First rattled out. His second is good. So he gets 1 of 2. Tech leads by 5. And we're going to get a short timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. The Digs with a 5-point lead, 32-27. Montana Tech shooting 37% from the floor. St. Mary's up to 39% from the floor. And both teams are 3 of 14 from downtown, both hitting at 21% from downrange. Montana Tech is winning the rebounding margin right now, and I mean that honestly might be the difference in our 5 points right now, as a handful of rebounds have gone Montana Tech's way.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting your free throws down.
Otherwise, real fun first half here.
2 good teams.
Very much so. Defensively, I've been very impressed by St. Mary's, especially against the public enemies, if you will. With Hayden Decons, they have not given him any kind of look in the paint yet. And Michael Ure has just been accosted anywhere he has gone by 2 people at least.
Yeah, they've watched film on Michael Ure because he was preseason player of the year. So as a coach, you better know who he is.
Yeah. 5-point lead for the Digs. St. Mary's down the floor, Lightning controlling. St. Mary's comes in 8-1 on the year. Montana Tech 9-0. Bounce pass goes out on the right side. Into the hands of Dewsbury. Dewsbury backs it up top. Going left is Parrott. Parrott now to Ajayi. Ajayi, nice take to the rack.
Great Euro step, great patience, and that's what they got to have when they're going that hole. They got to control their body.
His patience really strong underneath. That was a great look. 3-point lead for the Digs. Owen Long going to fire. That one goes off the back of the rim. Michael Ure gets a hand on it, but it's tipped away. Back the other way we go. Into the offensive side. Dewsbury eyed the shot there for a moment. Hands it off to Jip. Jip, far left wing. Now to Ajayi. Ajayi, 6 points. Pass underneath. Ball stripped away. Owen Long
pushed him.
Yep. So he'll get shoved to the tarmac, and that will be Montana Tech basketball. So a 3-point lead for the Digs, 32-29, 1:20 left to play here in this first half.
Now, I'll guarantee you this is a great team in Canada. They really are. They play well together. They're good defenders. And, you know, Canada doesn't have 400 great basketball teams like there is in the United States, so these guys are really skilled.
We're going to get a whistle and a foul up top as Keely Bake goes sliding across the floor. Palumi Ajayi will pick up the foul. They chat for a moment. Ajayi will pick up.
He's my new favorite player tonight.
I like
that.
That
was gentlemanlike. He picked him up, gave him a swat in the butt, told him I'm sorry. Don't come in the key.
I have him for 2, and they only have him for 1 on the big board. Because he picked up the one right at the beginning of the first half.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was the first foul of the first half. Free throw line, Keely Bake knocks down the front half of the bonus. Yeah, according to my Polish math, which is not good. But sometimes I can count to 2.
On occasions, you get there.
Keely Bake, second, good. Rattles that one in. 5-point lead here for the Digs. Jip up toward the top of the horn. Good pass to the right side, cross court. 3-point shot is on the way. Good. Good ball movement again by St. Mary's. Is knocking that one down as Parrott. Parrott has 6 points on the day. He is 2 of 4 from downtown. And the lead is 2. Montana Tech up 34-32. Lob pass goes into Ure. Double team, good pass across to Okeke. Goes up, ball stripped. And Ajayi's going to pick up the foul.
That's a great play by Ure. First of all, they're doubling him every time he has the ball. They're coming from underneath and trying to strip it, and he's taking care of it. He's keeping it from his shoulders and under his chin up, and it's allowing him to make good passes.
Well, they called it on Parrott. So Parrott picks up his second personal. And at the line, Okeke. So Afanye knocks down his first, a 68% free throw shooter on the year. Sophie will get the ball for attempt number 2. And he'll get that one down. So Montana Tech goes up by 4 with 40 seconds left to play in the first half.
Okeke never really got into the groove of the system at Carroll College, and I think he was unhappy about all that. And he's in a system that he likes right now, and he's got a coach who controls all his players. Tech's coach is as good as it gets when it comes to getting these guys to understand the game and to understand playing together and understand being a great team, and the culture is good.
Yeah, if you're not playing team ball here, you're not playing. I mean, that's all there is to it.
And you shouldn't.
No. 36-32, Montana Tech leads by 4. A very entertaining first half here from Kelvin Sampson courts. Montana Tech shooting 36%. St. Mary's up to 42%. Once they got the rubber on the road, they really got after it. St. Mary's has shot the ball well as this first half has gone on, and a lot of it comes by, you can just tell they're comfortable now. You know, they started off, they weren't comfortable, start to finish. And now they're getting in the offensive side. They're using patience. Defensively, they're doing a phenomenal job in the block especially. But their defense is causing a few turnovers, some missed shots, some low percentage shots. They're getting back the other way and getting points on their end.
Well, the issue I had in the first 10 minutes was that they were forcing a lot of shots, especially with penetration. They were totally out of control and throwing up what I call garbage. And they've gotten a little bit, they've settled down a little bit, and they're making some shots on those penetrations now.
Back the other way, St. Mary's across the timeline. Parrott Cook on him defensively. Parrott picks up his dribble, needs to get rid of it. Down in the bottom right corner it goes to Dewsbury. Up top, Ajayi. Pass goes behind, shot off the glass, no good. Tips, and Keely Bake comes out with it. So Bake looks to coach, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. We're down to 10. Bake, jips on him defensively. Bake drives into the paint, bounce pass to Okeke. His reverse shot won't go.
Great pass.
2 seconds, down to 1, gets it off in time and doesn't get it down in time. Montana Tech leads 36-32.
Great awareness of the clock.
Very much so. So a 4-point lead for the Digs. They were up by as much as 11 in the first half. Very entertaining first half here from Kelvin Sampson. Court, we'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give you the numbers, talk about the first half and more after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Hey, we're back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech. A great first half. The Digs up over the Lightning, 36-32. JT, give us your take on the opening 20.
Well played first half. I think once St. Mary's got themselves under control a little bit, they were really in, I call it in a hurry basketball, and they took some shots they probably shouldn't have taken, but they regrouped, they made their run, they were down pretty good, and they came back and got themselves in this basketball game.
Well, let's run through some numbers. We'll start things off for St. Mary's. They shot 40% in the first half. They were 14 of 35 from the floor, 25% from downtown as they hit 4 of 16 from the three-point line and only shot one free throw, and that didn't go in. So just one free throw for St. Mary's in that first half. Other team numbers, looks like 7 turnovers in the first half for St. Mary's and 19 rebounds for the Lightning. 3 of those offensive, bringing up 4 second chance points. Montana Tech out-rebounded St. Mary's 24-19 in that first 20 minutes. Other numbers, let's go individual numbers here for St. Mary's. 2 guys with 6, Parrott and Ajayi both have 6 points. Parrott is 2 of 5 from the floor. More importantly, 2 of 4 from downtown. He has 6 points. Ajayi has 6 as well. He's 3 of 7 from the floor. 3 rebounds to go with that as well. Jip with 4 points. Dewsbury also with 4. Steingart has 5 points. He's 2 of 2 from the floor, one of those coming from beyond the arc. Peters has 2. McDonald has 2 as well for the Lightning from St. Mary's. On the other side for Montana Tech, I mentioned the rebounding differential. Montana Tech out rebounding St. Mary's 24-19. 6 of those offensive rebounds for the Digs. Let's see here. They have 2 second chance points off of those 6 rebounds. The Digs shot 34% in the first half. They were 11 of 32 from the three-point line. They were 3 of 15. They shot 20% from downtown and 85% from the free throw line. They were 11 of 13 from the free throw line, and that's a good change because that has been a place that Montana Tech has left a lot of points here in the preseason thus far, is been from the free throw line.
Yeah, they weren't making enough free throws, and right now it's the difference in this basketball game. That and their boards, they're out rebounding them and they're making their free throws.
Individually for Montana Tech, Braden Cook leads them all. 10 points as of right now. He's 4 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 4 from downtown. Behind him, Keely Bake has 8. Keely has 1 3-pointer, another runner on the interior, and he's 4 of 3 from the free throw line. Kulanjis has 6 points as of right now. You're looking at Carson Peffer with 4, Rhett Reynolds with 2. Okeke has 4 points as well, and Michael Ewer with 2 points. And as you mentioned, it's amazing at this point. Montana Tech leading by 4. Michael Ewer has 2 points. Hayden Decons is 0 for 5.
Well, that won't be the same in the second half. I'm just telling you, they're going to have a nice chat about ball movement and how they want Ewer to handle the situation on the block. He's done a nice job of passing the ball out of there. They're going to continue to double him, but Decons has to score. He's mandatory for this team to win.
Agreed. So again, thanks for joining us as we are at the half. The Orediggers leading 36-32 over St. Mary's. Real quickly, remember the Montana Tech ladies will be in action tomorrow at 1 o'clock as the Digs taking on Jamestown. That should be a great battle tomorrow. And again, you'll see that here on Digger Vision starting at 1 p.m. as we will have that one for you as well.
Yeah, this is a nice Jamestown women's basketball. They're 6-1 on the season, and they look good. I watched them play Western yesterday on my telephone when I'm bored. That's what I do, find a game. They've got an excellent point guard. She's a leading scorer, and she's really good. So it's going to be interesting how they deal with each other. I don't know if they're going to face the defense that Montana Tech's women have started to play. They are really good on defense.
Yeah, that'll be a fun test tomorrow. So if you're joining us locally, make sure to get up here and join us in the gym. And if not, yeah, truly, that's going to be a great ball game. And then from there, things get really quiet as we move forward. As we look here, the Montana Tech team will have 1 game remaining. Basically, before they go to Arizona, they'll have the games in Arizona. Both the men's and the women's team are down there. The men's team have a huge schedule down there. Arizona Christian, who's currently number 1 in the country. Then they'll take on the Masters, who is currently number 7. Those are the 2 games that Montana Tech has in Arizona when they'll be playing down to Glendale. So a couple of monster games for Montana Tech before they get started in conference play when we turn the corner here into the new year.
And they're games they need before conference. You want to play great teams, and you want to see how you stack up against great teams. And this will be a great trip for both for the basketball team.
Well, we are at the half. Tech leading by 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break. Second half is coming up. Hey, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as the Digs taking on the Lightning out of St. Mary's University, Pulpit Isco. The lovely and talented John Thatcher.
Lovely.
One of the women's coaches came over to say hi. Great to talk to him from St. Mary's, and certainly wish them the best of luck moving forward.
What a gentleman that guy is.
Both these programs have been impressive. I mean, we were both taken away. We were both really impressed with our women's team. And the same goes with the men. I think the men's defense here, they came in with a plan, and they executed it for 20 minutes. Michael Ure with 2 points. Hayden Decons has a goose egg. And we'll see what Coach Hyatt does to get both those two, the two lead horses of his sleigh to kind of get moving here in the second 20.
Yeah, they got to let me start going to the locker room at halftime so I can see the adjustments they make, and then we can come out and look good and say, this is what I think they're going to do. But he's got to do something different with Ure. He's got to get him back out to the top of the key a little bit more and let him go to work from there. He's a great three-point shooter, and he hasn't been able to put it down tonight. But when he doubles, it's real critical that they have cutters because he is an excellent passer.
Yes.
So he's the key right now this half. And then Decons has got to, he's got to come out of his little stretch right now. And they've got these guys that they have watched this team. They get them.
That they have. And boy, I'll tell you, we always talk about how physical this game is, and obviously this team is in Montana Tech. And St. Mary's has come out and matched it. I think the physical nature that they have brought to Hayden Decons is something that, we don't see hardly ever if we have it all. And we'll see, again, just kind of what the response is, because I've been very impressed with them, defensively down in the block.
Well, a lot of times people have trouble matching up physically with Tech. This team does not. They kind of invite it, and I was impressed. It looked like it was going to be a runaway there for a while, and, man, they pulled it together and started playing smart basketball, penetrating and getting things done. Their shooting improved. Their Achilles heel right now is the three-point line, too. So, if I'm coaching, you're getting into the paint, doing some things.
For Montana Tech, it certainly, we sit here and talk about the fact that they've taken Michael Ure out of the game and Hayden Decons out of the game, two of the best players in the Frontier Conference. It says an awful lot about what this team is when you can remove those big of chess pieces and you still lead by 4. You've got guys, obviously, like Braden Cook, who is on fire right now, 4 of 6 from the floor, 10 points. Keely Bake, the other guard out front. Josh Kulanja, speaking of guards, has 6 points. He played very strong in that first half. And again, we talked about that bench depth early on in this game, and we've seen that really come to fruition as guys stepping up and putting in points and keeping rolling for the Digs here.
Yeah, and to me, the bench depth is brought into the second half. Are they going to tire these guys out? And that's the question, because they're not coming off the bench with as many players as Tech is. And that's a big deal in basketball because your legs wear down over the scheme of a game, and Canada's got to withstand that. Excuse me, St. Mary's.
Canada as a country has to withstand that?
Yes.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were playing the whole country. All right, I'm sorry. 36-32, the Digs up by 4. Very good day of action here, as this is game 2 of our real loose doubleheader. We had a noon game for the women, and actually our thanks to St. Mary's for the women playing at noon as well. We wanted to make sure we had every 4th, 5th, and 6th grader in Butte, Montana here in attendance. I think we were right around 1,000 kids in this building for the women's game. Just an incredible environment and a lot of fun at noon, and then came back here for the men's game at 5:30.
Well, and I think that's great motivation for the women's team. They had this crowd here, and they were wild, and which kids are anyway.
Yep.
So I was all for it, and I think it really helped. It's a big boost to an athlete when you have a nice crowd.
And I'll give it to the kids too. They were in it, and they were, it wasn't just cheering for the songs and music they wanted. They actually, they were in it. Yeah, they were ready to go. That was a lot of fun.
And at the end of the game, the Tech women all lined up, and all the kids got to give them a high five.
Yeah.
That means a lot to those kids. A lot.
They didn't wait for us to come down to give us high fives.
No, I went to the line. Yeah. Well,
I didn't get one either.
You're slower than I am.
Well, that's very true.
I'm quicker than you two.
4-point lead for the Digs. What's important for Montana Tech to get started here in the first 5 minutes?
Well, they got to get something out of Ure and Deacons. There's no question what has to happen this half. They're already getting good guard play out of their guards, and so that's working for them. They got to get more something more done in the paint with their bigs. And Deacons has got to get to the basket just like he does. He just missed some short point-blank shots that we're not accustomed to him missing, and a lot of that has to do with the defensive pressure that St. Mary's is bringing.
On the other side for St. Mary's, what's important for them right out of the gate?
I think sometimes they force the issue. I think they got to be a little more patient running their offense and their takes. They go to the basket a lot of times out of control, and I think they've got to. And I think they were clearing that up late in the second half, so we'll see what happens.
All right, so Keely Bake controlling as the Digs come into the offensive zone. Bake hands it off to Okeke. Okeke drifts, nice pass, stolen. Boy, that's a great interception by Ajayi. So back the other way, St. Mary's. 4 wide, pass comes up top to Folensby. There with it is Dewsbury. Dewsbury with the left hand attacks. Loose double team, he'll fall and knits. There's nothing else you can do with that defensively.
He got a 10 out of the panel because that shot was acrobatic. Great shot.
Decons lobs it into Yor. Decons cuts into the paint. Michael Yor backing up. Double team comes. Now almost a triple team. Skyhook, no good. Tipped out. St. Mary's basketball, a chance to tie it up, maybe take the lead. And that one's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. He's getting it out to the wing. The wing, there's a rule in basketball, don't take your eyes off the ball ever. And he did. He had his back of his head to the ball, and by the time he saw it was coming, it was too late.
Montana Tech off the turnover. That is turnover number 8 on the day here for St. Mary's. Braden Cook to Okeke. Now across to Keely Bay. Keely driving toward the baseline. Double team comes to him. Now to Cook. Cook passes, tips. Okeke gets it. Montana Tech moving it around the horn. Decons spins towards the baseline. Up top, Braden Cook for 3. Braden Cook knocks it down again.
That's the guy you want with the ball. He's playing well tonight.
Cook has 13. He's 3 of 5 from downtown. And back the other way. St. Mary's into the offensive zone. Lightning, 4 wide. This one from like Harlem Globetrotter range. I was going to say NBA range, but that was understating it greatly.
Well, you know, I'm an old coach. I do not like that shot at all.
Decons. Oh yeah, I called enough of your games. You would have called timeout and you'd have came out. Jump shot. That one goes out of bounds.
Yes,
I know without question.
Yes,
without question.
They're in this thing. Don't do things that you're not feeling it tonight. He shot probably 4 of those from that deep, and he hasn't hit one yet. So get to the bucket, get closer to the bucket, penetrate.
5-point lead for the Digs. Pass comes in, now to Yor. Michael Yor looking to back it up. Boy, you can tell once he spins baseline, he's going to draw an immediate double team. Keely Bake into the paint, pass behind the back to Michael Yor. Michael Yor puts it home. What a pass by Keely Bake. Bake stands his ground and draws the charge in the offensive side.
That's what he does. Great guards are a nuisance, and there's nuisance right there.
He is definitely a nuisance.
Yes.
Keely Bake.
Smart.
Pair of huge plays.
Basketball IQ off the charts.
So Keely and Coulanges both on the floor here right now. Something we don't see very often, truthfully.
I don't think Keely, is he staying in?
Yeah, he is. He actually motioned over to the bench like he was coming off, but they took Braden Cook out. Coulanges far left side. Michael Yor set a screen up top, well defended. They go down to the baseline. Okeke. Back up top to Mike. Double team. Yor kicks it out on the right side. Now they feed it on the inside. Okeke baseline, pull up jumper. Shot no. Decons bounces it off the face of a St. Mary's player, and that's going to be Ordigger basketball as it came down, hit Folensby right in the noggin.
You know, one of the things people should recognize is effort, and the effort that you get out of Decons is amazing.
Yes. He always plays in the red, but he's in control all the time as well. Okeke with a right hand. Speaking of effort.
Made that look easy.
Okeke goes with the right hand and puts it down. All of a sudden, Tech is up by 10. Nice entry pass underneath, whistle, and a foul. It felt like 15 seconds ago, St. Mary's had an opportunity to tie it up, possibly take the lead, and now the Digs are up by 10.
Well, The Digs are doing the right things offensively, and I think St. Mary's again. They're pushing the issue. They're not being patient enough, and it's the style of basketball they're being taught, and it works for them. But it also is a point giver.
Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in for Dewsbury. Dewsbury, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Montana Tech leads by 9. The Digs are 3 of 6 from the floor here in this second half. On the other side, St. Mary's is 1 of 2. So already 4 more shots for Montana Tech, and you can see that reflected on the scoreboard. Keeley Bake, wide open. Keeley, no good. Michael Ure with a huge offensive rebound. The putback and the foul.
Yeah, if you're struggling offensively, get to the boards, get to the foul line.
So Big Mike will go to the line. Michael Ure will step up, shoot some free throws, then get ready for finals week. My understanding is if you need any help in any kind of math department, you get a hold of Mike.
Well, where was he in 1965 when I got 5 Fs? Not doing me any good now.
So Michael knocks down the free throw. Jip drives, whistle, and foul.
Yes, that's what he's got to do more of. He was playing more of a perimeter and shooting long-distance threes, and that's what he's got to do, get to the hoop.
8-point lead for the Digs. They led by 12 in the first half. Actually, 12 just not long ago, I should say. The inbound pass comes all the way up top. Dewsbury. Dewsbury from downtown, back of the rim, no. Long rebound controlled by Coulonges. Down the floor, Decons. Decons backs it out. Michael Ure into the high post. Pull-up jumper, money.
That's what he had to do, I thought. Go to the perimeter and penetrate. He's really good at it.
All of a sudden, Mike has 10 points as he has 8 already here in the first 3 minutes of this second half. Montana Tech goes up by 14. Their biggest lead of the night. We have a full timeout, so we'll take one. We're back here right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
.21 left to play here in the ball game. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Tom O'Neill was just dancing at the table. It was the scariest second, maybe second and a half of my life.
How can he move all that body? That's good stuff.
Tech leading by 14 on a 13-0 run here. And down the other way, Jip puts on the brakes, looking to clear it out here on the near side, does so to McDonald. McDonald lobs it on the interior to Ajayi. Underneath, fights his way to the rack, doesn't go, but he will get the foul. I like his presence inside.
I do too, and he's so athletic, he's tough to defend down there.
6'5".
There's an example of being under control and drawing the foul right there instead of just forcing up garbage.
Yeah. I hope I'm reading their roster correctly. It says eligibility 4, so I assume he's a senior. I hope it's not the other way around.
Well, I'm buying the senior part.
Yeah, his poise certainly points to that direction.
Yes.
His second is up and rattles out, no good. Big rebound, he gets it back. Ajayi in the paint, kicks it out of the far left side, Steingart. Steingart tied up, jump ball, great job Hayden Decons. And possession arrow will favor the Lightning. So the question comes down to how much gas in the tank here. We'll see over this next 10 minutes. See where this goes. Kind of a critical point here right now for the Lightning. Either claw your way back into it or get into trouble. Jip, fall-away jumper, no good. Michael Ure with a rebound.
That's good defensive pressure on Jip.
5 rebounds for Mike. Down the floor, Kulonjis. Kulonjis right to the rack, no. Rebound is tipped out and controlled by Peters. Down the floor quickly, Ajayi. Now to Jip. Jip behind the back. Bounce pass, no one home.
Once again, you're the point guard, run the offense, don't get in a hurry. He pressed the issue the whole time, caused a turnover.
13-point lead for Montana Tech.
There are times to be patient and times not to in a game of basketball, and they're down by 13. They've got to get a score.
Ordiggers with the basketball. Kulonjis across the timeline. Moving right, down to Keely Bake. Now on the inside, Michael Ure. Good spin move, two-handed slam.
Yep, my favorite percentage shot.
They expected him to roll right, and instead he went to his left, and there just wasn't a soul there. 15-point advantage for the Digs. That is their biggest of the day. Near side, driving down the left as Parrott puts on the brakes. All the way back up top there to McDonald. McDonald. Now to Dewsbury. Dewsbury hands it off. Shot clock down to 3. Bounce pass. Nice job underneath. Shot goes up. Shot goes in at the horn as C.J. Peters converts.
Excellent pass underneath.
Again, good poise on the offensive side. Kulonjis to Keely Bake. Keely drifting right. Back to his left side, Kulonjis. Josh makes his way into the paint, spins to his left. He's going to take it to the hole. Shot won't go. Rebound by Dewsbury. Dewsbury in transition. Drops it off for Steingartz. C.J. Peters with it. Peters battling. Good defense by Ure, not giving him any daylight.
This whole defensive scheme is working.
Down to the baseline. Shot no. And we're going to get a shove call on the rebound. And I would assume it's going to be on Steingartz, and that's his third.
I think I'm surprised Okeke didn't come out because he didn't go hard to the corner to close that out. Coach Hyatt's got to start paying attention to his business, right?
6 minutes gone here in the second half. OKK will bring it in to Josh Kulonjis. Freshman across the timeline. Back up to OKK, left side, Braden Cook. Cook back in here in this second. Also Rhett Reynolds on the floor. Rhett gets it. Reynolds cross court. Peffer in the corner. Peffer's 3. Front of the iron, no. Tipped out by OKK. Great effort inside. Driving. Kulonjis scoop shot, no. Back the other way we go. St. Mary's into the offensive zone. Putting on the brakes. Parrott moves it across now in the corner to McDougal.
Good ball movement.
And McDougal will put it down. Camden McDougal, 6'2" freshman out of Calgary, strokes it. And we have a full timeout on the floor. 10-point lead for the Digs. Montana Tech up 51-41. We'll take a break. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Tech with a 10-point lead, 51-41 over St. Mary's University. Very, very entertaining ball game here from the Great Western Hyper. Keely Bake across the timeline. Bake into the offensive side, drops it off to Peffer. Peffer, pass goes out left side. Braden Cook inside, gets it up top to Peffer. Montana Tech 4 wide, running cutters. Now Okeke drops into the block. Great bounce pass into Reynolds. Reynolds unable to get it down. Offensive rebound, Okeke. Pass tipped Cook. Cook pulls up, new. That one's knocked away. And quickly we go the other way. Lightning attacking to the rack, no. Tipped out, Braden Cook with a rebound.
I think Okeke actually blocked that from behind off the backboard.
McDougal put up the shot underneath. Peffer off the glass, no. Gets his own rebound, second, no. Tips that one away. Peffer just unable to find the range. Step away, three-point shot, no good. Hits the tarmac, and Peffer will push the pace, 3-on-3. Bounce pass to Reynolds. Reynolds to the rack, and an offensive call. Reynolds gets hit with the offensive.
That's a good take to the basket. He did not take his body. He just got bumped. They called him for the charge. Don't like the call. I would be talking to officials right now. Specifically that one.
And then you'd be talking to yourself for a little while.
I've done that before. I've talked to myself.
Yep. Clay Parrott into the offensive zone here for the Lightning. He'll kick it across to Dewsbury, back out to Parrott. Running a cutter through the paint, and that one's going to come out. Montana Tech basketball in transition. Braden Cook. Cook to the rack, gets it in. Braden Cook has 15 points. He is the leading scorer in this ball game. Intercepted. Braden Cook gets the pass. Trying to force the issue again. Cook goes coast to coast again. Braden Cook has 17 as he keeps it in fifth gear and the pedal all the way to the floor.
The guy's a player. The guy is a player. Let's give you an example of basketball out of control that two times they're back in this thing, and all of a sudden they go down and force three times. Force the issue, turnover, block shot, and Tech scores on all three possessions.
Yeah, that's a monster swing. I mean, again,
Yes.
You were within basically 2 points just a couple of minutes ago, and you got there by getting into the offensive zone, playing your game, and defensively continuing to bring heavy pressure.
You've got to play under control always. That's why Tech is so good. They don't turn the ball over. If they take some of these shots, that guy over there coaching them brings you to the bench, gets you your popcorn and Coke because you're done for the evening. You can have some popcorn and drink your Coke because you're not playing no more. You got to be under control.
Sir, just so you're fully aware, we're a Pepsi facility.
Okay, we'll get them Pepsi.
Thank you. 14-point lead for the Digs.
I'm not doing advertising here tonight. I'm talking about sitting somebody on the bench. I'll get them a water if I have to.
I have to pay the bills. We're a Pepsi facility. Thank you.
Okay.
14-point lead for the Digs. 11:43 left to play here in the ball game. As after the timeout, it is JT brought up there. 3 big moves, stretching this out to a 14-point lead.
In a hurry.
Big time.
Patience, slow down.
Jip down the floor.
They need to score here.
Braden Cook on him defensively, up top to Ajayi. Hands it off near side to Dewsbury. Dewsbury lobs it in. Ajayi out to Jip. Wide open 3. Jip, no good. That one hits the tarmac, and the Lightning gonna hustle out with it. They'll get a fresh shot clock, 5 wide. Now they'll drop one into the block. Dewsbury. Ajayi puts on the brakes at the foul line, hands it off to Jip. Jip steps back. Down to Ajayi. He'll turn and fire. That one off balance, no good. I think he knew he was short on the shot clock, but I feel like he felt like he was shorter than he was.
Yep, you're right.
Around a screen. Keely Bake into the paint, spins, needs help, moves it across to Okeke. Bounce pass to Cook. Cook to the glass, puts it in. Braden Cook has 19 points.
That's a great cut. great pass. Everything about that's a great basketball play.
They'll lob it underneath. That one comes away. Driving into the paint, putting on the brakes is going to be McDougal. Jip, bounce pass to the wing. Ajayi's going to fire the three. It's on its way and good. So Ajayi puts it in. He gets into double digits. As Ajayi has 10 points on the day. Yeah. Whistle and a stoppage here for a moment. OKK. It would appear got hit
in the groin.
Yep, he got hit where you don't want to get hit.
Yes, he did. And that hurts.
Thanks for
that. A lot of other things that don't hurt out here.
I was so unaware.
That hurts.
13-point lead for the Digs. Keeley Bake, Braden Cook. He's the leading scorer on the floor with 19. Michael Ure has a dozen. Remember, Mike only had 2 in the first half, and Cook adds to that. Braden Cook is up to 22 points. And that is now his high point mark here as an Ordigger. We're going to get a collision on this side, and we're going to get a foul, as it looks like Keeley Bake's going to be called with it.
You know what I love about Keeley Bake? He runs for governor down there. You see him chatting with St. Mary's guy. It's like, did I really do that to you? Kids just smiled at him.
16-point lead for the Digs.
Our future governor, Keeley Bake.
I'd vote for him.
Me too.
I mean, granted, he'd probably still steal my coffee, but I'd vote for him. Baseline take, pass, and Deacon's going to be called with a shove on the baseline. Ajayi, he took the jump to try and get a passing lane, and Deacon's called with a shove. You know, it's amazing. Deacon's things aren't going his way on the offensive side. He has 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals.
That's why he's valuable.
That's it.
Your blue-collar worker.
And Jip goes to the baseline. No one there, and he'll go out of bounds. Turnover will go to the Digs. Turnover number 13 on the day here for the Lightning. Montana Tech basketball. 16-point lead for the Digs. Keeley Bake. Cross midcourt, right side. Braden Cook now up to Ure. Left side, it goes out to Deacons. Around the screen, Keeley Bake, double team, pass underneath. What a pass, Keeley Bake, and Michael Ure is absolutely accosted underneath.
That is a tremendous pass.
Holy man.
Just his ability to read the floor on being doubled out here, and then to make a right on the money pass. Great job by Keeley Bake.
Everybody in the gym, Braden Cook came up to help. Everybody in the gym thought that Braden Cook was getting the basketball, including Braden Cook. The only 2 people who knew that ball was going to Michael Ure were Keeley Bake and Mike grabbed it and then was just beat to tar. His first free throw is up and good.
You're not supposed to treat post players with
the utmost respect.
Any respect at all.
Okay.
They got to be tough guys.
Michael Ure, 13 points. He's 4 of 4 from the foul line. His second is rattles out no good. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, you do that to people.
It's awful. I should sell my services. Down the left side of the paint, falling to his left. Shot won't go. Offensive rebound, second, no good. Ajayi with the rebound. Tipped out to the left side, Dewsbury. Jip for 3. Long rebound, Keeley Bake. Hayden Deacon's running the floor. Gets it, left hand, whistle, and a foul.
Good transitional Bake. Nice pass by Bake. And Deacons knew he was going to get fouled.
He covered so much ground.
Well, he has the capability. He's a gazelle. He's one of those gazelles we talk about. You got gazelles, run. You got elephants, walk it down the floor.
Once we've got to get our replay situations going here, but I mean, he was down in the block on the other side, and somehow in like 6 strides was the farthest guy down the floor.
That is exactly what great players do.
That was Hayden's first point of the day. Hayden comes into this contest, averaging 13 a game. His second, front of the rim, no. Lightning with a rebound. Tech up 62-44. 18 points is their biggest lead of the day. Jip, far right side. Now to Ajayi. McDonald. Pass into the corner. Squaring up. 3 ball is out. Deacons with another rebound. That's his 8th of the day. Leading in that respect on the floor. Keeley Bake Left wing, drops into the corner, now to Decons. Decons cross court, wide open in the corner, and that one won't go for Mashad. Underneath, back into the hands of Mashad, and Connor Mashad will put it home.
You want to talk about an unselfish basketball team, you just saw that.
That's it.
Right there.
Mashad's first basket, ball popped away, whistle and a foul, and I believe Owen Long is going to be called with it. He tried to poke check that one out at the last second. 20-point lead for the Digs. I mean, again, this was a 2-point ball game at one point here in the second half. And this is, again, kind of what we've seen out of this Tech team, especially last year and this year as well, where it'll be a tight ball game, and then all of a sudden you look and it's 20 points somehow.
Well, they have the ability to do that. Everybody on the floor is a scorer, and you don't find that a lot of places.
C.J. Peters at the line. His second is no good. Michael Ure with the rebound. That's his 7th of the day. Coulon just in the backcourt. Josh, 6 points, trap coming. Bounce pass, that one got booted. And no whistle, now we're gonna get a whistle and a foul. And that is team foul number 8 on the Digs, as picking up the personal is going to be Hayden Decons, and we'll walk and shoot the bonus. So another situation where it was a one-possession ball game not long ago. You get Tech into a little foul trouble here. They're going to spend some time at the foul line, and this really could have been a spot for them to really make up some ground.
Well, let's go back to what we talked about earlier. Three-point line can make you or break you.
That one batted around by everybody. Lightning, three-point shot. Ajayi, no good. Another offensive rebound by Steingart. 4 wide. Jip going left. He's going to square up and fire, and he gets that one to go.
Finally got one.
Jip is 1 of 9 from downtown. Tech leading 64-48. Coulon just across midcourt. Decons up to Long. Long back here on the near side. You are calling for it. He gets it. Double teamed up top to Josh. Left side, three-point shot. Owen Long, no good. Back the other way, come the Lightning. Bounce pass to Jip. He's going to step back and fire. Jip's second one is good.
He's feeling it now. He's a little closer to that three-point line. That helps.
He's 2 of 10 from the arc today. Their defensive pressure stepping up. Coulanges, left side, Owen Long. Back to Coulanges, Decons. Nice pass up top to Mashad. A late whistle and a foul. As C.J. Peters was in there trying to wrestle it away.
I think I've got to focus on the game now. I'm losing my coaching skills. I think St. Mary's was in a 2-3 zone.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
All right, we'll double check here in a moment. Montana Tech to inbound. 13-point advantage for the Digs. It was out to 20 not long ago.
They're zoning. Yep, they're in a 2-3 zone.
Braden Cook, Hayden Decons. Decons puts up the floater, no good. Offensive rebound and a putback for Michael Ure.
You want to lead a team in scoring,
points.
go to the offensive boards.
And the other way, Decons is going to pick up the personal foul. Michael Ure comes in averaging 13 a game. He sits at 13 currently. Braden Cook is the leading scorer with 22. And a 15-point lead for Montana Tech. At the foul line. Front half of the bonus is up and good for Brock Dewsbury.
The St. Mary's team is a competitive team. They play hard. They play solid defense. Got to work on some of their decision-making on the offensive end of the court, and they're going to be a great basketball team.
Dewsbury's second is up and through. Trying to trim this down to a single-digit lead. Montana Tech into the offensive side, Braden Cook. OKK, bounce pass to Cook. Braden Cook now to OKK. They'll swing it left. Boy, this defense incredibly active. Michael Ure ball comes out, and that is going to be St. Mary's basketball.
Yeah, unless you can turn that corner, you don't want to put a dribble to the floor. They got to look more into the middle. Okeke's open in the middle. They're not even worried about him. He's got to have the ball.
13-point lead for the Digs. Jip down the floor. Jip right now 10 points. He and Ajayi both have 10. Bottom right corner, driving, scoop shot is up and in. Nice take by Parrott. The lead's 11.
1-2-2 half-court trap.
Keely Bake drives, comes back up toward the top, feeds it to Braden Cook.
Ball's got to go to the baseline, break the zone down.
Into the high post, it goes to OKK. He'll attack, won't go.
Or in there, I was going to finish, but they beat me to it.
So OKK.
KK's wide open.
He flashed into the high post, got it, turned right to the rack, and he'll shoot himself a pair. OKK, 68% from the foul line. I still feel awful a couple of weeks ago when they played on his birthday and we didn't know until after the game.
Well, that's bad. You always celebrate mine every year.
I know. And we would have gone all out. I mean, you told me you would have sang to him.
I would have.
Yeah. OKK.
That would have been interesting.
It's his first. His second is off the back of the rim. Hayden Decons grabs the rebound. That's his 9th rebound of the ball game. A big one on the offensive side. Michael Ure, no. Montana Tech is 6 of 24 from the three-point line. Jip's pass here on the near side to Parrott. Parrott comes back out. Driving to the baseline is Dewsbury. Dewsbury puts it up. That one's knocked out of play. Dewsbury had a good look.
Yeah, he just put the ball on the wrong side of the square up there. Nice baseline take.
12-point lead for the Digs.
I am enamored with players that play hard, and both these teams have just sold out. It's great to watch.
Yeah, I mean, when this went to a 20-point lead, in most situations, we're going to see the other team just kind of go, all right, let's put this thing to bed, and this Lightning team has done nothing of the kind. Braden Cook moves it up to Keeley. Bake moving right, back to Cook. Cook, the leading scorer on the floor, feeds it into OKK. Cross-court, Decons. Decons with 1 point, trying to add to that. That's his first field goal. 35 minutes into the ball game. Hayden Decons gets his first field goal. His pass to the wing. Ajayi fires, gets it. I've been real impressed with him today.
Oh, nice player.
13 points for Ajayi. He's 2 of 4 from downtown. 5 of 11 from the floor overall with 5 rebounds. Tech's lead is 11. Keely Bake. Moving right. Pass down to Decons. Now inside to Michael Ure. Nice flash inside to Cook, and Cook finishes.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he didn't get fouled after.
Agreed. Braden Cook, 24 points. 13-point lead for the Digs. Tremendous ball game here tonight. As Follansbee lost the handle there for a moment. Pass goes behind Jip, and OKK gets it. OKK takes it to the house. 15-point lead for the Digs as OKK slammers at home. 3:45 left to play here in the ball game. Drops it, Jip to the baseline. Falling out of bounds, hits it.
That's a Larry Bird behind the backboard shot from the baseline. That's a heck of a shot.
That is a tremendous shot by Jip. He sits with 12 points on the night. Keely Bake across midcourt. Bake moving left, passes that way. Braden Cook. Cook, the leading scorer. Cook is 10 of 14 from the floor today. He's 4 of 7 from downtown. Ure drives. And we're going to get a foul. It feels like it's been like 10 minutes since we've had a whistle.
Well, clock's running down. They got a foul.
And we're going to get a stoppage of play. 3:11 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech by 13. And it looks as though we are going to get a full timeout. So with it, we'll take one. We're back here to the Hyper after this. After the timeout, the Digs leading by 13. Montana Tech shooting 41% from the floor on the game, 48% here in the second half. On the other side, St. Mary's 39% for the game and 37% here in this second half thus far.
Yeah, I think Montana Tech did a good job of getting points in the paint this second half.
Ure is 4 of 5 from the foul line. And the front half of the bonus is up and out. 3 minutes left to play. Diggs by 13. St. Mary's into the offensive side. Good pass underneath. Ajayi across the baseline, and OKK knocks it out of play. Great break on the basketball by Afanye.
Tech came out in a half-court trap there. I believe it was 1-3-1. I could be wrong.
Bounce pass into Ajayi to Jip. Now to Drewsbury. Dewsbury in the corner. Three-point shot is up and out. Good look by Parrott. And here come the Digs back the other way. OKK will bring it across the timeline. Keely Bake comes back to help. Now it goes to Michael Ure. Ure passes near side to Bake, and now Bake will trickle off some time. Trap coming. Bounce pass to OKK. Boy, Cook's wide open on the far left. Decon fires and
so
gets
that
it.
guy on the right.
Oh,
They're both open.
Holy man, Decons knocks it down. 6 points on the day for him. Tech leads by 16. Up top to Jip. Jip now goes left side. Down to Ajayi. Baseline take. Wraparound shot is up and in for Palumi.
He was doing that in the first half, but he was playing so hard. He was playing out of control. Now he's under control. That's a nice move.
Ajayi has 15 points. He's 6 of 12 from the floor. We continually say it, or I at least do. I've been very impressed by him here tonight. 14-point lead for the Digs. $1:45 left to play.
I just like their basketball team overall.
Agreed.
I think they're really good.
Bounce pass to OKK. Wraps underneath to Michael Ure. His first shot no good. Second shot is blocked as Jip got a hand on it. He'll bring it down the floor. Ajayi right at the top of the horn. Thought about the three for a minute. Step back by Dewsbury. Goes long. Ure with a rebound. That is rebound number 11 on the day for Michael Ure. So a double-double. He has 15 points, 11 rebounds.
He's not happy with Michael Ure for whatever reason. He's bringing in another post player.
Coach Hyatt calls the timeout. Pulls Ure out. Rhett Reynolds goes in.
I'm really happy with Michael Ure. I don't care if he made a mistake. I don't know what he did there. He brought to the bench. Maybe he's tired. But 11 boards in my books is a lot.
15 points, 11 rebounds on the day for Mike. Tech leading by 14. Into the offensive side, Keely Bake to OKK. OKK drives up top to Reynolds. Down to the corner, Keely Bake. Bake into the paint. Nice pass to OKK. Power dribble up, no good. Whistle and a foul.
Just lost a little bit of control. He had a layup and one.
And the personal foul going to be a shove call underneath. And it's going to be on McDonald. So Isaiah McDonald picks up the personal rather. And OKK's first, no good. It hung up on the rim about as long as it could. Finally falls out. Afanye Okeke, 9 points today. He's 3 of 8 from the floor, now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. His second is money. 15-point lead for the Digs. 1 minute left to play.
Gotta get some threes up.
Near side, Parrott. Parrott goes cross court as McDonald on the interior. Parrott in the side, up and hits the top of the backboard. Montana Tech will bring it the other way slowly. Into the offensive zone, Hayden Decons. Decons spinning, needs a little help here. Bounce pass to Okeke. Now to Decons. Decons in the corner, Keely Bake. Bake drives through the double team, draws the foul.
Yeah, he got beat up the last 2 or 3 times down the floor, penetrating, getting bumped like that. He's tough. He's from Fairfield. Fairfield kids are born tough.
This has been a physical ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and honestly, the refs, it's been a well-officiated ball game. And
It has.
It's just been a really good contest between two good teams.
All three of these refs are veterans. They've been around for a long time. They're just good at it.
How many of them have given you technicals?
One. He wouldn't because he played with my son Noah. Bo wouldn't.
Okay.
He'd be afraid to. That guy has.
No, he's not afraid to.
Oh, no.
There's a chance you told him to.
I could have because I did that in some games. I needed to get my team fired up.
Long pass to McDougal will sail out. Montana Tech on the turnover. So the Digs looking to go 10-0. And the pass comes in. Keely Bake going to hold on to it. Get it into the offensive zone. Trap coming. Bounce pass to Cook in the offensive side. Cook back to Keely. Keely Bake stepping back. We'll have to do some investigative journalism for us. And let's look at Keely Bake's win percentage from high school through college.
Oh, it's enormous. It's enormous.
The Digs get the win, 79-62. Montana Tech takes down St. Mary's in an outstanding ball game here on a Friday evening. JT, give us your final thoughts, my friend.
This was a great basketball game to watch. Both teams played great defense, and that was shown early all the way to the finish. Even in the last 10 seconds, they're still trying to D them up. So from my perspective as a coach, I appreciate great defense. I just think St. Mary's took some shots that got them in trouble and dug holes for them. Other than that, that's an excellent basketball team, well-coached basketball team. Montana Tech played outstanding. They do what they usually do. They play defense, and they move the ball. They pass the ball as well as any team in the country.
St. Mary's shoots 38% from the floor, 29% from downtown. They were 9 of 31 from the arc to finish out this ball game. Individually, for St. Mary's, they were led by Ajayi with 15 points. Jip finished with 12. The bulk of those, if not all, coming in the second half here on the evening. Dewsbury gets 9 points. Parrott with 8. McDougal gets 6. Steingart with 5. Peters gets 5. And McDonald with 1 basket for 2 points on the night for St. Mary's. St. Mary's was out-rebounded by 12 total boards. They finished with 37 total rebounds. Montana Tech with 49 on the night. The Digs pulled down 17 offensive rebounds. Tremendous effort for them on that side. Montana Tech finished the night shooting 40% from the floor. They shot 46% in the second half.
Oh, they played well. They shot their free throws better for a change.
28% from the three-point line were the Digs on the night, and 72% from the free throw line. Individually, Braden Cook leads everybody, 24 points. He was 10 of 14 from the floor, 4 of 7 from downtown, and the young man from Helena gets his high water mark as an Ordigger with 24 points. The Digs had 4 guys with double digits. Michael Ure, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Okeke with 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Keely Bake gets 10 points on the night. Bake ended up with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. And from there, the Digs, you're looking at Decons with 6 points. Coulanges gets 6 points. Peffer with 4. Machad with 2. And Rhett Reynolds with 2 points on the night as the Digs go to 10-0 on the year. On the other side, the Lightning will go to 8-2 on the year thus far.
The Lightning is going to be a product in their conference. I'll tell you that right now.
79-62, Montana Tech gets the win. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Remember, the Montana Tech ladies in action tomorrow as they'll host Jamestown, 1 p.m. start time. And, of course, we'll have that for you here on Digger Vision as well. For our great crew and John Thatcher, I'm Paul Panisco. Thanks for joining us on a Friday. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care.